Hello and welcome into the Knicks-Verse. My name is George and a very Merry Christmas to everybody. And it's a very Merry Christmas in the Knicks-Verse because the Knicks won. The Knicks beat the Hawks 101-87. They held another NBA team to 87 points. The defense showed up tonight. Now, they were without Trae Young. They were without Gallinari, but they did get Clint Capella back, surprisingly. They were definitely short-handed. They were missing. I don't even know who the backup point guard was, honestly, at this point. But look, we got to take the wins when we get them because look what happened the other night against the Wizards. That was a game we had to have. We didn't get it. This was another game we had to have, but we did get this one, thankfully, and it also coincided with the return of RJ Barrett and Quentin Grimes to the rotation. But let me tell you, man, this guy, Kemba Walker, came through with a triple-double tonight. Fantastic. Salute to you, brother. That was a great performance on your end because you didn't force it. Now, it wasn't an outstanding shooting performance. That was the best part about it. You didn't do it just with your own shot. You distributed the ball. You got rebounds. You penetrated. You created. You forced the defenses to collapse. Excellent job. You actually, here we go. Let's see. You finished with 12 assists, 10 points, 10 rebounds. You shot 2 of 9 from the 3. 3 of 12 overall. But this is the kind of point guard performance that we need from you on a consistent basis. Obviously, you're not going to get a triple-double every night because you're not going to get the rebounds necessarily, but you are decent rebounding, especially for your size. We really got to shout that out. Fantastic. And also Julius, oh man, finally had a really nice game. Really good, consistent game, 12 rebounds, 25 points overall, shot 6 of 9 from behind the three-point line. The game becomes it takes a completely different tone when Julius is hitting that three-point shot. I gotta say, we're difficult to beat. We're difficult to beat when we hit that three-point shot. That's one thing that we have to bear in mind, that it has to continue that way. But before I get into everything, let's just revel in this. Let's listen to Tom Thibodeau talk about Kemba. All right?
Yeah, I always say the game tells you what to do. So, and I thought that's what I loved about the way he played. I didn't think he forced anything. And they put size on him. They were aggressive with their pick and roll coverage against him, and he didn't fight it. Like he attacked the pressure the way you would like to attack pressure. You don't fight pressure with pressure. Don't try to split it, do that stuff. Get rid of it, let it go to the backside, and then let the game tell you what to do. And so I thought his passing was terrific. And sometimes it's going to be his shooting. Sometimes it's his penetration, get into the paint, force a collapse spray. And sometimes if they're being aggressive with their traps, get rid of the ball quickly. And then everyone keep moving. If we do that, but just his all-around play, the rebounding. When your guards rebound and they bust out with it, those are usually your best fast breaks. And so, with the more guard rebounding we get, the better we can be.
So there you go. He was praising him, and it is a lot about his penetration and his ability to spray the ball to find the open guy. And the Knicks kept doing it around the horn. There were some moments there where people were getting open shots, and that's why they were hitting them. It's really not that difficult to game when you play the way we played today. The whole body posture, the mentality of it, the attitude of everyone on the court today, that's just, I hope that this carries over. Don't want to overhype this because it is just one game, and we've seen the Knicks haven't been able to follow up a good game with another good game in quite a while. At least a consistent effort like the way they did tonight. Let's hope though, we're going into the somewhat softer stretch of the season. Let's hope this is a sign of things to come for us. Look, RJ Barrett returning. He didn't have such a great night efficiently in terms of his actual shooting, but you can see what he brings to the team itself, to the shape of the offense. He only hit, he missed 7 3-pointers. He only hit one of 8. I believe he actually made the first one or the second one, and then after that, it just wasn't there. 4 of 15 overall, field goals, 9 points, only 3 rebounds, but he did 4 assists. That you gotta love. I love the 4 assists. He finished with a plus 12. The team overall, the team had 20 assists by the end of the third quarter. Finished with 28 total. That's what we want. We want the ball to keep moving. It makes everyone happier, too. Makes everyone happier. Guys like Fournier, if they're not getting touches, they start to wilt. Now, should it be that way? No, it shouldn't be that way. You should have your defensive intensity on the other end, regardless of what's happening on the offensive end. But we know that's just not the way it goes. It's just not the way it goes, especially with this team we've seen. Fournier was 6 of 12, 50% of his shots. Hit 3 of 6 of his three-pointers. 5 rebounds, 3 assists. 3 assists and 15 points. When Fournier scores 18 or more, we are 9-1. So this is, we need him to score. Obviously, maybe we can start getting to the point where he scores 15 or more. We just win 80% of our games. That'd be sweet, right? Oh, man. Let's see. So today we had an interesting starting lineup. There was no Alec Burks. That's right. So when RJ returned, it didn't mean that Fournier went to the bench, and it didn't mean that RJ started on the bench. RJ started the game. We were actually with our original starting lineup from the beginning of the season, which was Randall, Mitch, Walker, Fournier, and RJ. And that lineup was oh my God, the plus minuses on that one was awesome. Julius was a plus 21, Mitch plus 18, Walker plus 19, Fournier tied Julius with the high of plus minus with a plus 21, and RJ was plus 12. Everybody else was a minus player, except for Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes, his first game back from COVID protocols, he hit 5 of 12 of his three-pointers. That's beautiful. 5 of 12. That's fantastic. Now, that's what we need. That I mean, the fact that he can put up that volume of three-point shots and still connect at a decent clip. That's something that needs to stay in this rotation. He gave us 15 points overall. Oh, man. The Knicks shot 20 of 50. 50 three-pointers today. Merry Christmas. And they hit 40% of them. They shot overall 44.7%. And the free throws, for some reason, just wasn't there today. We missed 7 of 12. That's probably got to be the worst. 41.7%. That's the only odd stat in these Knicks today. There we go. Let's see. Is that the end? I lost track of where these highlights are. But let's return to this. Let's return to this guy. So Thibs earlier, Woj reported that Kemba will be the starting point guard moving forward. Makes sense. Derrick Rose, he's sidelined. He's going to be rehabbing a knee for at least 6 to 8 weeks. Woj was the one who reported that it could be as early as 6 weeks, but let's just say keep it with the 8 weeks. So there's a lot of things. Everyone's probably wondering, well, are we going to continue getting this Kemba? How come we didn't see this Kemba earlier in those first 20 games? Remember, Thibs gave Kemba 20 games to get it together and was not able to. When Kemba was benched, he deserved to be benched. He had no business in the starting lineup. Now, he's finally got his chance, and now he's delivering, and that's the way it should be. When you get your opportunities, you have to take full advantage of them, and Kemba has been doing that. Unfortunately, we wasted a 44-point effort against the Wizards the other night. Tonight, he didn't have to even provide nearly as many points, and we got the W in a very resounding fashion. Very resounding fashion. Now, again, it was a depleted Hawks team, so we got to keep that in mind. But at these days, we can't take any team for granted. It doesn't matter who's on the court. It doesn't matter if they were in the G League. It doesn't matter if they were in China, a week ago. We can't take anyone for granted at this point. So we got to take these wins when we get them. Let me see here. Obi Toppin, 13 points. Also Oh, and actually, it's the second game back because he did play the other night. 5 of 8, 1 of 2 from the 3-point line, 4 rebounds. He even got 1 assist, and he got 1 outstanding between the leg dunk, emphatic from an assist from RJ. It was a beautiful fast break. It was so exciting. In fact, I think I have. There it is. There he is. Look at him going up between the legs, and then boom! What a gift. What a gift to New York. What a gift to the Big Apple on Christmas Day. Absolutely. Yeah, it is a Merry Christmas, and we needed it, man. We have been suffering for quite a while. The Knicks are 15 and 18. I mean, they should have been 16 and 17 at this moment. We should have won that Wizards game. So now the Knicks have to win every single game through January 1st. In fact, let's look at that. I'm going to look at that. We've got the Timberwolves next on Tuesday. We have 3 games left. The Knicks got to go 3-0. 3-0. That's what I'm expecting. We can beat the Wolves. Now we're going to Minnesota, so it's going to be cold. We'll see. But we're getting our guys back. Hopefully RJ will be even in better conditioning by then. And Obi's already coming out of his COVID conditioning. I mean, he had a really excellent game. I think he scored 9 or 10 straight points for us at one point. And that was a big stretch because the Hawks were starting to kind of crawl back into it. Then we have the Pistons in Detroit. Now that's the second game of a back-to-back. We should be able to win that game. Then we finish the season. Against the Thunder in Oklahoma on Friday, December 31st. We win these 3. The Knicks will be, I think we'll be back to 500. That's right. Crazy to think. And that's what we need it to be. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching this. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. It was a quick recap just to basically come on and say Happy New Year. Look how happy Julius is here. Look at that. And Quentin, great game for you, Quentin, man. And great game for Julius. There was some weird body posture issues in the beginning, in the first quarter or so. Towards the end of the first quarter, the beginning of the second quarter, I can't remember exactly, but right before he went to the bench for the first time. Some body posture issues, some like expecting the ball to come his way when it didn't, because the ball was moving around. It was moving around and it didn't quite reach him at this certain point. I'm not going to call out the exact play, but I remember the moment, and perhaps maybe when he sat on the bench, he kind of relaxed and just enjoyed the moment. And when he came out, he was actually a very different type of player. And it led us to a victory along with Kemba. So I got to call that out. But the 28 assists is what it's all about tonight, people. That's what it's all about. Even though we lost the points in the paint, we scorched them behind the 3-point line. Everybody was hitting. I believe everybody who took a 3-point shot for the Knicks hit one. Even Taj Gibson. Even Taj hit one. His only 3-point. Actually, Mooney at the very end, he did put up a 3. He didn't hit it. But it would have been all players who took a 3-point shot made it. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for watching this. Really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And turn on the notification bell and the thumbs ups. And drop your comments. I want to hear all about your feelings about this. And let's keep going. Let's win the next 3. Let's finish on a nice 4-game winning streak. Let's finish 2021 that way, this calendar year. This has been a unfortunately, the second part of the 2021 calendar year hasn't been as thrilling and rewarding as for Knicks fans as the first 6 months of it were. The first 6 months were glorious. It's one of the most exciting things that happened in sports was the Knicks turnaround. Let's hope that they can repeat it again this season. You never know. The young guys are back. We're hoping he expands the rotation. We're hoping Grimes is a permanent part of this rotation. And we hope when Deuce and IQ return, that the minutes will get spread around even more so because we need their youth. We need their defensive tenacity, especially on the perimeter, especially Deuce McBride. All right. Thank you, guys. And what? Where am I going to see you? Around Ho 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 Knicks-Verse!